Okay, whenever you are ready, you can begin.
For any of you who ever wonder what they can do in their life to make a difference in somebody else's life, listen to what I'm about to say. For those who don't know, my name is Fred Medina. You should know by now. I'm doing speech number 5. General purpose is persuasion. The title of my speech is blood donation. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about what blood donation is, the benefits to the recipient and to the donor as well, and how to donate. Things you can do. So, the things you can do to make a difference by stopping at your local Red Cross center. Now, some of my sources are going to be from the Blood Donation Mayo Clinic, the Central South Carolina American Red Cross, and the American Journal of Epidemiology. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm going to blame that on my Spanish heritage. Now first, what is blood donation? It may seem obvious, but let me go ahead and break it down here. Blood donation is the voluntary procedure in which you agree to give up some of your blood so somebody else can receive that blood through a blood transfusion. Now there are different types of blood donations. There's the whole blood, where they typically take about 1 pound of blood from you. There's platelet donation, where they only draw the platelets from your blood using a machine called the ephemeris machine. And then they return back the rest of your whole blood to your system. There's just plasma donation, where they use the same process, the ephemeris machine, but they just draw basically the fluids, but return your platelets and the rest of your whole blood back. But there's also another process called a double red cell procedure or donation. It's where they take normally twice the amount of red platelets from you. It takes a little bit longer, a little bit more uncomfortable. This is the procedure I normally do, or they always talk me into doing. And it takes about 4 months to recover. Now we're going to talk about some of the benefits of donation, blood donation. I'm going to first talk about the recipient. There are people, for whatever reason, they get involved, such as require a major surgical procedure in which they're at risk of losing a lot of blood. So they will need a standby blood for a blood transfusion. But also some people that are in car wrecks or some other type of natural disaster in which they lose a lot of blood will also require blood donation. They require your gift of life. There are some individuals who have a certain type of illness, such as cancer, liver disease, kidney disease. Something will cause the body to go into an anemic state, loss of blood cell or red blood cell. They also require blood transfusion, the gift of life that you can give to them. Now, there are some benefits to the donor as well. According to the American Journal of Epidemiology, go ahead and laugh later, they have found that blood donors, on the average, have less heart attacks, have 88% less heart attacks than people who don't donate blood. Now, 88% is a big number. And take it from me, somebody who's rolling in the back of an ambulance heading towards the emergency room with a significant cardiac event, 88% reduction in a heart attack, it's a big number. Okay. And also, blood donation also helps your body balance your iron content in your blood. Typical blood or typical person, contains about 5 grams of iron in their blood, and you lose about 1/4 gram when you donate blood. Now, when you lose that little bit of iron, your body goes through a process of replenishment. This helps tune the body to balance the iron content in your body. And according to the study Health and Psychology, people who do altruistic acts such as blood donation live longer overall. Precisely why, they don't exactly agree on, but just the act of doing something nice, giving the gift of life, donating blood, overall will help you live longer. So if you're looking for that edge to stay healthier and live longer, blood donation is one way of doing it. Now I know what you're thinking, Fred. You have convinced me, you have persuaded me to run down to the nearest Red Cross Center and donate blood. Before you do that, first wait till Bob takes attendance. You need to get credit for the class. Got that reaction. But what you need to do is get into your car, and I want you to punch this address into your GPS system. 2751 Bull Street, Columbia. That's your local Red Cross Center. They're open between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. They will take walk-ins. They will hand walk you through the whole process, just tell them you're here to donate blood. And what they'll do is they'll ask you a few questions to qualify you, do a brief examination, take your blood pressure, check your blood to make sure you're okay. And if they determine you're healthy enough to donate blood, they will sit you into a comfortable reclining chair. Now I'm going to mention this one part here. This is one where people get a little bit squeamish here. They will stick a needle in your arm. It's relatively painless, but I tell you this right now. Anything worth doing good costs a little bit of pain. Anything worth good costs a little bit of pain. So it's that little prick, that little sting, it's going to be well worth it. They'll draw whole blood if that's what you decided to donate, and it takes about 10 minutes for that process to be done with. The whole overall event will take about an hour. Afterwards, you'll wait around for a few minutes to see you're okay. You'll get some free snacks, maybe a free t-shirt, maybe a little Red Cross on there. And then you will leave and go home. And you will leave with 1 pint less of blood. But you will have gained 1 pint of knowledge knowing that you have made a difference in somebody's life. Somebody you don't know, but maybe enough of a difference to save their life, to inspire them to do the same thing, to inspire others as well. For somebody might do the same thing to somebody you do know and do love and make a difference in their life as well. So in conclusion, I've talked about blood donation. What is it? The different types that we have. The benefits to the recipient, the benefits to yourself, and how in the end you can make a difference. With just a little bit of effort, a little bit of sacrifice, a little bit of pain, you can make a difference in somebody's life. Simply just go to your local Red Cross Center, 6 days a week, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., walk-ins, or do what I do, sign up on their email registry. They'll send me a reminder and tell me when my time is due. So thank you. As always, thank you for listening.
I thought you did really good. I liked your attention getter. You had really good eye contact. Your main points were clear and you transitioned well, and it's very persuasive.
You have me in a good way, right?
Yeah. I don't know, at the beginning, you named your general purpose, and you said that you were telling us that this was your general purpose. I don't know, because maybe, I might be doing it wrong, but I thought you just kind of like named the topic. I mean, I don't know, did you really?
That makes the word up just a little bit.
Say
No, I think one of the things that I think that you're referencing is how he announced
yeah.
general purpose, title. And I would ask, Fred, you did that for every speech we gave so far, and I gave you feedback at every speech saying, why are you doing this? But so that's one thing that,
Walked into it.
right, that's one thing that I would say that you may want to avoid. You don't need to announce title is. Just give us the title if you want to do that. You know, you don't have to say my specific purpose, my general purpose is, just tell us it. You know, it's kind of like when someone says, let me start by asking you a question. Well, why didn't you just start with the question instead of prefacing it? But it's still clear, but it's just a little strange when you announce that. And that could be because you're coming from a background where it's very structured. And in the military, you expect to follow certain delivery techniques that you're not allowed really to, or expected to deviate from.
Very well could be. I see that structure. I have to, my mind says follow the structure.
Yeah, that could be. But I would just say, in your future presentations, don't announce that. Just because it'll flow a little bit smoother. I mean, that's not that it's something terrible, but it's just a little unusual.
Your delivery was great as usual. I think you have a good flow with it. I think you're really, really comfortable up there now. Maybe because you're used to it. Your body had a lot of information, so it was persuasive, but it was informative too. There was a lot of information packed within your body. stepped in because you gave the address and, you know, I don't know if anybody put it in the GPS, but you made it easy to, you know, learn how to do this.
Who else had Fred's name?
Two people have already commented.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else before? That would be the hour. Those words just trip me up, I can't get them all.
Yeah, I would say just let it go, don't bring attention to it. You know, maybe the first time you try to present it in a humorous way, but then don't keep highlighting it, just let it go. I think you had 3 of the 4 persuasive proofs pretty strong. You had logical, emotional, you use your sources based on credibility, but the only one I'd say you'd want to maybe add is the concept of mythos. Talk about how many people give. You know, this is why when you look or you see the blood drive or the blood drive that you see maybe in the news, not so much the news, but if you go to American Red Cross website, this is why they'll also tell you, hey, such and such celebrity is doing this as well. That's the idea, oh, if these other people are doing it, then maybe I should do it too. You know, that's when you saw, you know, for the organ donation, you know, they had the spokesperson was Michael Jordan. Whoa, if Michael Jordan's doing it, maybe it's a good thing. But then, what was wrong with that ad campaign? Anybody remember?
Was it fraud?
No, they found out he wasn't an organ donor.
No.
So he's telling everybody to do it, but he's not one. So that hurt his credibility in that area. But other than that, you did have the other appeals, so that was good. All right, Fred, thanks.